Good evening, I'm Abhyuday Shrestha and these are the headlines of the hour. Still a week left for the monsoon to be active throughout the country. Start of the monsoon season caused damages in eastern hilly region. Victims of flood still awaiting resettlement since a year. Problem of water scarcity on the rise. 79% of water source in the Churei region dried up. Churei campaigners who were neglected in the Kathmandu Valley reach a program in Sira attended by the Prime Minister. The United Nations Agency for Palestinian Refugees, UNRWA, says more than 50,000 children in the Gaza Strip require immediate medical treatment for acute malnutrition. And Nepal up against Bangladesh tomorrow morning in the T20 World Cup. Bangladesh to secure a spot in the Super 8 with a win. Nepal already out of Super 8 contention. Monsoon generally enters from the eastern region in Nepal on 13th of June. However, this year it took place 3 days ahead. But even after 6 days since the monsoon entered Nepal, rainfall is yet to be witnessed in majority places.
विशेष गरी यो मनसुन चाहिँ बे अफ बेंगाल अथवा बंगालको खाडीबाट चाहिँ बंगलादेश हुँदै भुटान हुँदै नेपालमा भित्रिने गर्दछ। नेपाल भित्रिने औसत मिति चाहिँ 10 वर्ष अगाडि चाहिँ 10 तारिख थियो भने अहिले चाहिँ 13 तारिख भएको छ। 13 तारिखमा मनसुन नेपालको पूर्वी प्रदेशमा अथवा कोशी प्रदेशमा भित्रिसकेपछि काठमाडौँ आउने औसत मिति चाहिँ लगभग 2 दिन पछाडी हुने गर्दछ। अनि त्यसपछि त्यसको 7 देखि 10 दिनमा चाहिँ देशको सम्पूर्ण भाग मनसुनले उगट्ने अथवा मतलब पूर्वदेखि पश्चिमसम्म मनसुन लाग्ने भन्ने यस्तो चाहिँ औसत रूपमा चाहिँ मनसुन भित्रिने चाहिँ तरिका यस्तो किसिमको छ। तर विगत केही वर्षदेखि चाहिँ के छ भने मनसुन पूर्वमा भित्रे पनि काठमाडौँ पुग्न पनि समय लाग्ने हैन, मतलब काठमाडौँसम्म पुग्नलाई जुन 2 दिनको भनेको छ हामीले त्यो पनि समय लाग्ने र पश्चिमसम्म पुग्न पनि धेरै दिन लाग्ने भइरहेको छ। यो त अब विगतको कुरा भयो। अब आज यसपालिको मनसुनको कुरा गर्नु पर्दा हुन त मनसुन 13 तारिखमा भित्रिनु पर्ने मनसुन यो सालमा चाहिँ 10 तारिखमै भित्रियो, 28 गते नै भित्रिएको छ सोमबार हैन। तर पनि 28 गते भित्रिसकेर पनि अहिलेसम्म काठमाडौँमा पुग्नको लागि पनि अब आज 16 तारिख भइसकेको छ हैन। काठमाडौँमा पुग्न पनि अहिलेसम्म सकिरहेको छैन। कोशी प्रदेशमा प्रवेश भइसकेपछि चाहिँ मनसुनले त्यता चाहिँ लगातार रूपमा 10 तारिखबाट नै राम्रो वर्षा मतलब हरेक दिन वर्षा गराइरहेको अवस्था चाहिँ छ। अब बिस्तारै मध्य प्रदेशमा पनि छिरिसकेको चाहिँ छ। त्यतातिरको तापक्रम चाहिँ क्रमिक रूपमा घट्दै गएको देखिन्छ भने अब काठमाडौँमा लगभग केही दिनपछि प्रवेश गर्यो भने काठमाडौँमा पनि बिस्तारै चाहिँ तापक्रम घट्ने सम्भावना चाहिँ देखिन्छ। काठमाडौँमा प्रवेश गर्नको लागि 1-2 दिन र त्यसको 4-5 दिन पछाडी चाहिँ पश्चिमतिर जाने सम्भावना चाहिँ अहिले प्रबल चाहिँ देखिन्छ हैन। तैपनि भन्नै सकिदैन, स्पिड चाहिँ एकदमै स्लो छ, यो पेस चाहिँ एकदमै स्लो छ, मनसुन अगाडि बढिरहेको छ।
Due to unplanned settlement, deforestation, forest fires, open grazing and illegal mining, sources of water are drying up. It has been made public that 79% of the water sources in the Churei region, 64% in the Himalayan region and 46% in the hilly region have dried up. Deforestation, extraction of stones, pebbles and sand from rivers, among others, in Madhya province have caused extreme scarcity of drinking water in the province. After sources of water have dried up and the level of water underground has dropped considerably, water hand pumps and wells have started to dry up as well. Out of the 931,331 households in Madhya province, almost 77% of them use hand pumps for drinking water. After the level of water underground decreased and hand pumps that were installed within 500 feet could not pump out water, scarcity of water has become a big problem in the province capital, Janakpur Dham. According to the National Census 2021, out of the total 40,409 households in Janakpur Dham, only around 20% are linked to piped drinking water system. Although the demand of water in Janakpur city area is 25 million liters daily, the Nepal Water Supply Corporation has been able to supply only 3 million liters. The Janakpur sub-metropolis has failed to provide land to the Water Supply Corporation for deep boring. Meanwhile, the deep well constructed in Kataya Chauri some 12 years ago at an expense of more than 10 million rupees still has not come into operation. According to the Economic Survey 2022-23, 12.15% of the households in Madhya province are not linked to the drinking water system, while only 10.46% of the households have access to piped water system. Apart from that, 76.91% of the households in the province rely on water hand pumps, 47% on other secured sources, and 0.01% on rainwater. Victims of the destruction of Chure region arrived in Kathmandu and have been protesting, demanding for the conservation of the region. They are demanding for a probe into the corruption that is taking place in the name of Chure conservation. After Prime Minister Pushpakamal Dahal neglected their protest in Kathmandu, they reached an event in Siraha where the Prime Minister was participating and chanted slogans against him. Prime Minister Dahal participated at a program in Siraha's Mirchaya Municipality 7 earlier today to observe the 10th Chure Conservation Day. Premier Dahal was involved in the tree plantation during the event. When Prime Minister Dahal started addressing the formal program, a group protested, chanting slogans. The group of protesters who were protesting in Kathmandu demanding for the conservation of the Chure region had arrived in Siraha after finding out that the Prime Minister was going to participate at the event there. They said that they were compelled to chant slogans against Prime Minister Dahal, who had neglected their protest in the capital. While observing the Chure Conservation Day in Siraha today, the Prime Minister did not address to the demands of the protesters. Dahal said that he had been actively involved in the conservation of the Chure region and needed the support of everyone for its conservation. The destruction of the Chure region, which is linked to the livelihoods of the people in the Tarai Madhesh region, is on the rise. It is every citizen's responsibility to extend help in the conservation of the Chure region. It's now time for our segment Public Pulse, where you text us with your opinion.
Public Pulse.
But before that, let's take a look at the results from yesterday's poll. Yesterday, we had asked you, why are main ruling parties dissatisfied with the government? 21% voted for A, to put pressure on the Prime Minister, 39% for B, government's weak performance, and 40% for C, dispute within alliance. And here's today's question. What's your take on the Prime Minister reaching Siraha for a special program on Chure while not meeting protesters in Kathmandu demanding for the conservation of Chure region? Your options are A, neglecting legitimate demand, B, more focused on speaking rather than listening, and C, tree plantation is good. The voting is on. Type NEWS, select your option A, B, or C, and send it to 34001 to share your opinion with us. Parliamentarians have urged the government to prioritize the energy sector and immediately start with the works to continue Buri Gandaki and Timur Reservoir projects as discussions continued on the appropriation bill at the federal parliament. Nepali Congress lawmaker Bishwa Prakash Sharma emphasized that the Buri Gandaki project needs to move ahead at any cost.
यसलाई तीव्र ढंगले तर व्यवस्थित ढंगले अघि बढाउन सक्दा त्यसले सिंगो राष्ट्रको मनोबल नयाँ ढंगले उठाउने निश्चित छ।
CPN UML lawmaker Yogesh Bhattrai highlighted that the private sector had made a big investment in the hydropower sector and urged the government to facilitate accordingly. He also demanded the government focus on reservoir-based project.
हामीले बनाउन सक्यौं। अहिले झन्डै 300 मेगावाटको एउटै प्रोजेक्ट निजी क्षेत्रले बनाउन थालिसक्यो। अप्पर तम्बर भर्खरै त्यसको लगानी निश्चित भएको छ भने यो झन्डै 753 मेगावाटको पनि निजी क्षेत्रले बनाउन सक्छ अथवा हामी पीपीपी मोडलमा बनाउन सक्छौं। त यो आयोजना अगाडि बढाउने क्रममा उचित ध्यान नगएको प्रति म ध्यान आकर्षण गर्न चाहन्छु। विशेष गरिकन कोशी प्रदेशको हिसाबले यो एउटा ठूलो आयोजना हो, गौरवको आयोजना हो। त यसले सिंगो मुलुकलाई उज्यालो बनाउन सक्छ। र हामी 500 मेगावाट जुन भारतबाट आयात गरेका छौं यसको प्रतिस्थापन गर्न सक्ने एउटै एक्लो प्रोजेक्ट यो हुन सक्छ। त्यसकारणले म ऊर्जा मन्त्रीजीको यसमा गम्भीर ध्यान आकर्षण गर्न चाहन्छु तम्बर जलाशयुक्त आयोजनाको सन्दर्भमा।
Rashtriya Swatantra Party lawmaker Swarnim Wagle called the government's budget not as ambitious as needed, but said its implementation would result in good results.
यो विगत 32 वर्षकै आँकडाहरू केलाउँदाखेरि यो निष्कर्षमा म पुगेँ र तीनटा कुरा, एउटा विश्वसनीयता र क्षमतामा जुन क्षति भइरहेको छ, ह्रास आइरहेको छ, त्यसलाई कोर्स करेक्सनमा लानु पर्यो। चालु खर्चको अंश जुन वात्तै बढिराखेको छ त्यसलाई रेन इन गर्नु पर्यो। यो साल मात्रै सामाजिक सुरक्षा हामी 145 अर्ब खर्च गर्दैछौँ। विदेशी ऋणमा लिएको ब्याज र स्वदेशी ऋणमा लिएको ब्याज मात्रै 101 अर्ब छ यसपालि। पछि यो चालु खर्चको कम्पोनेन्ट 1:4 जस्तो छ पुँजीगत र चालुको, त्यसलाई पनि हामीले अनुशासनमा बाँध्दै ल्याउनु पर्नेछ।
The House of Representatives has been dwelling on the budgets allocated for the Ministry of Federal Affairs and General Administration, Energy, Water Resources, and Irrigation, and Finance Ministry. Lawmaker opined the current budget would raise the current expenses and urged the government to mull over the potential ways to control expenses.
चालू खर्च बढिरहेको अवस्थामा चालू खर्चलाई कसरी घटाउने हो भन्ने तर्फ भन्दा पनि चालू खर्च बढाउने कुरामा हाम्रा प्रतिस्पर्धाहरू चाहिँ केन्द्रित भए भन्ने मलाई लागेर मैले यो खर्च कटौतीको प्रस्ताव राखेको हो।
देशको अर्थतन्त्र हेर्नुको लागि पुँजी बजारको अनुहार हेरे पुग्छ भनेर आज तपाईलाई थाहा छ। ऋण काटेर दुःख गरेर कमाएर आएका शेयर होल्डरहरूको के बिजोग छ, कुन कन्त बिजोग छ, तिनीहरू दिनदिनै कसरी बाँचिरहेका छन्, कसरी खर्च गरिरहेका छन् र उनीहरूको पैसाहरू कसरी घटिरहेको छ र पुँजी बजारको स्थिति के छ भन्ने कुरो चाहिँ एकचोटि अध्ययन गर्नुको लागि म अर्थमन्त्रीज्यूलाई विशेष अनुरोध गर्दछु।
Earlier, speaking during the emergency hour of the Parliament, lawmakers demanded action against the murderers of Haribhushan Kushwaha, chief of Ram Raja Mohan Bikram Shah multiple campus of Kalaiya. In our public voice segment today, we have asked people in several provinces what is the best aspect of the budget introduced by their province government. Let's take a look at what they had to say.
प्रदेश सरकारले ल्याएको बजेटमा पर्यटनमा ध्यान दिनु राम्रै कुरा हो। चुरे संरक्षणको जुन ल्याएको छ नीति हैन योजनाहरू ल्याएको छ त्यो चाहिँ सर्वमान्य जस्तो लाग्यो।
मधेस सरकारको बजेट उत्साहप्रद छ, आशा जगाएको छ।
खानेपानी, स्वास्थ्य, शिक्षाहरुमा राम्रो काम गरिरहेको छ।
शिक्षामा पनि बजेट छुट्याएकोमा धेरै राम्रो लाग्यो।
कृषिमा जोड दिएको कुरा एउटा मन पर्यो।
पहिला टुक्रे योजनाहरू बढी हुने कुरा देखिरहेको थियो भने अहिले चाहिँ अलि विशेष रूपले ठुला योजनाहरू हुने देखिएको छ।
लुम्बिनी प्रदेश सरकारले ल्याएको बजेटमा एक घर एक धारा भन्ने जुन प्रावधान ल्याएको छ त्यसको लागि चाहिँ हामी चाहिँ अब यो जिल्लावासी त निकै खुसी छौं।
सानै छु बढ्न देऊ, बाली विवाह हैन पढ्न देऊ भन्ने यो कार्यक्रम मन पर्यो।
युवा वैज्ञानिक प्रोत्साहन कार्यक्रम चाहिँ मलाई मन पर्यो।
प्रदेश प्रमुख एकीकृत परियोजना ल्याएको छ त्यो एकदमै चाहिने सराहनीय छ।
पहिलो चरणमा कञ्चनपुर र कैलाली का दुईवटा कभरहरूलाई पूर्णता दिने जस्तो त्यहाँ मैले बजेट देख्न पाएँ।
It's time now for the international update. The United Nations Agency for Palestinian Refugees, UNRWA, says more than 50,000 children in the Gaza Strip require immediate medical treatment for acute malnutrition. In a statement, the agency said, with continued restrictions to humanitarian access, people in Gaza continue to face desperate levels of hunger. It further said UNRWA teams work tirelessly to reach families with aid, but the situation is catastrophic. UNICEF spokesperson James Elder also described how difficult it is to not only get aid into Gaza, but also to distribute it across the war-battered coastal enclave. He said more aid workers have been killed in this war than any war since the advent of the United Nations. One of the main land crossings in Rafah has been closed since Israeli forces seized the area early last month. The move has heightened fears of famine in southern and central Gaza. The United Nations Food Program Deputy Executive Director Carl Skau spent 2 days accessing the plight of Palestinians this week, saying the challenges are like nothing he had ever seen. Skau said the situation in southern Gaza is quickly deteriorating. He further said 1 million people in southern Gaza are trapped without clean water or sanitation in a highly congested area along the beach in the burning summer heat. For months, right-wing Israelis have been protesting and blocking roads to prevent aid shipments from reaching Gaza, further straining the flow of desperately needed aid to the territory. UNRWA, which coordinates nearly all aid to Gaza, has also been in crisis since January, when Israel accused about a dozen of its 13,000 Gaza employees of being involved in the October 7 Hamas attack on Israel. This claim led many nations, including top donor the U.S., to abruptly suspend funding to the agency, threatening its efforts to deliver aid. It's time now for another short break. We'll be right back.
Sports news.
Nepal are up against Bangladesh tomorrow morning in the Group D match of the ICC T20 World Cup. The match at Arnus Vale Ground in Kingstown, St. Vincent is scheduled to kick off at 5:15 a.m. Nepal time. It'll be the last match for Nepal in the T20 World Cup 2024. Nepal failed to keep their hopes alive of qualifying for the Super 8 after suffering a one-run defeat against South Africa in a nail-biting finish yesterday. Nepal will be playing for pride against Bangladesh tomorrow. However, if Bangladesh win tomorrow, they will secure a spot in the Super 8. They may still qualify if they lose, as they have a good net run rate compared to Netherlands. Undefeated South Africa have already qualified for the Super 8, topping Group D with 8 points from 4 matches. Bangladesh are second in the group with 4 points from 4 matches. Netherlands are third with 2 points from 3 matches. Nepal are fourth with 1 point from 3 matches. And Sri Lanka are at the bottom of the group with also 1 point from 3 matches. For Netherlands to qualify, they will need Nepal to beat Bangladesh, and they will need to thump Sri Lanka by a huge margin in the match that kicks off at 6:15 a.m. Nepal time tomorrow. Nepal's trip to the T20 World Cup was disappointing. They lost their first match against Netherlands by 6 wickets. Nepal's match against Sri Lanka was also abandoned without a ball being bowled, and both teams shared a point each in the rain-affected match. In their third match against South Africa yesterday, Nepal, chasing a victory target of 116 runs, needed 18 runs for victory off the last 3 overs of the match with 6 wickets in hand. But Nepal choked in the death overs and lost the match by a slim margin of just 1 run. Following the loss, Nepal's dream of reaching the Super 8 ended. Nepal may have been knocked out of the Super 8 contention, but the way they played against South Africa yesterday gave Nepali fans plenty to cheer. Nepal and Bangladesh have faced each other just once in T20 International back in 2014 in the T20 World Cup. Nepal had crashed out of the World Cup then, following an 8-wicket loss to Bangladesh. That's all for the moment. Thank you for watching. Good night.